What's going on, guys? It's the Monopoly Man James here, and today I'm going to be talking about how you can buy an investment property with zero money. Zip. Nothing. Alright guys, the very first thing I'm going to be talking about and how to buy an investment property with zero money. It's an acronym called OPM, and it stands for Other People's Money. And so by that means partnering up with a family member, which is kind of a maybe not, because that can get pretty dicey at times. Partnering up with a friend, partnering up with someone that is also an investor that's just looking to park some capital somewhere. That way they can get a nice return on their money. Now, since the other person is going to be putting up the money, what does that mean for you? What do you have to do? That means you have to find the deal. You have to basically get a tenant in there, or get the property manager to do that for you. So for instance, right now I have two partners, and they put up the funds. We are using the rent-to-own lease option strategy that I've learned from Chris Crone. I consider him my mentor, right? Now, once we have acquired this investment property, I'm putting a tenant in, I'm making sure they're paying on time, I'm controlling the website where the rent collection's coming in and making sure deposits are going in every single month. Basically, I'm doing all the hands-on work, while the funding partner, we just split 50-50. They don't do any of the work. They've already put up the capital. All I have to do is the work. I'm just trading my time so I can get paid, while they are just putting in money so they can get a return, and they're not trading their time for anything. So the second thing, guys, I want to talk to you about is you're going to need some initial capital to be able to do this method, and that is buying an investment property that has a lot of capital in it, around 20 to 30% what it needs to have, and that's before the down payment you put on that property. So whenever you go to the banks, you're going to be able to basically take out all the down payment that you have put into it, and it goes right back into your bank account, and that's it. That's zero money. You just got that property for $0. It does take some capital to get into it, but guys, nothing. It costs you nothing. After there's a seasonal period, about 6 months. You're gonna go 6 months without seeing that down payment. Once that 6 months is up, you get that money back, and there you go. You're in that property for nothing. And for those 6 months, you're cash flowing. You're getting extra money, extra money, extra money. And now you can take that down payment plus that cash flow that you're getting, put it into another deal, do the same thing, have that same, for example, $15,000. You're using that same $15,000 over and over and over, pulling it back out, using it, pulling it back out, using it. Sooner or later, you have acquired 5, 6, 7 properties off the same $15,000 that you originally put in the very first property, and all because you had a good equity position in that property, so you could pull that money back out. For me, pulling out the equity in that property and just keep reusing it, keeping it in this little circle will buy a property, wait 6 months, pull it out, buy a property, wait 6 months, pull it out, and it's just a cycle, and you're using that same money. The only problem with this is you're having to put up the capital yourself, and that's hard for some people. What do I tell people though? Go get a second job. Guys, you're gonna be trading your time. If you don't have money right now, any way you put it, you're gonna be trading your time for money in the very beginning, so you can have that money to invest. That way you can start getting back your time. And if you're taking some sort of value out of this video, please drop a like and a subscribe down below. It really does help out the channel. It helps me reach a lot more people than I already am. This way I can help people reaching their financial freedom and getting the life that they want. Thanks. The third and final thing that I'm going to be talking about, and I just learned this about a week ago. I learned this. It's called subleasing, and what that is say you're going to an apartment complex. You're going to a landlord that has a single family house that they're just wanting to rent out. But the property that you're going to be getting is about $200, $300, $400 less than what they could be getting. So you go to a landlord and say, hey, I would like to rent this property, but I want to sublease it. What does that mean exactly? That means you're taking this property, you are going to be making those payments on the rent. You're not actually going to live there, but you're going to be putting a different tenant in that property paying you for example, the tenant that you place in there is going to be paying you $1,200 a month. And the property that you told the landlord you're going to be paying is $800 a month. That spread, that $400 in between there, that is all to you. You're basically kind of just acting like a middleman for the landlord and the tenant, and you're getting all that juicy little cash flow in the middle. It does take some digging, but there's amazing sites, out there called Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com. But you're going to go in there and you're going to be looking for all these properties that are a lot different than the rest. You'll be able to know what those are, right? So for my area, the rents are between $1,400 and $1,600. If you're going on Zillow and you're finding a property that is $1,200 a month, either one, is something wrong with it and you just need to check it out, do some due diligence, or you got a landlord that doesn't know what they're doing and they're just trying to rent it out for what their mortgage is worth. So all you do is you just call up the landlord or the owner. The landlord might even be the owner of that property, saying, hey, I want to rent this out, but I want to sublease it. I will be paying you that money every single month on time, no problems with me. Even if I don't have a tenant in that property, I will be paying you that money. Just so it makes them feel at ease. You will be doing that, but it just makes them feel at ease when they hear that. It's not your property, right? You are controlling that asset, like we talk about so much on this channel. It's controlling that asset. So you don't own the property. You aren't the one with the name on the title, the deed, whatever. So whenever that tenant you have in there, that you put in there, whenever they have a problem with the faucet, or there's a leaky shower head, not a shower head, leaky faucet, backed up toilet, guess who they're gonna call? Yeah, they might call me, but guess who I'm gonna call? I'm gonna call the owner of that property and be like, hey, this needs to be fixed. And they're like, okay, cool, let's go fix it. You don't have anything for repairs. That cash flow that you have, a lot of the times whenever you are just doing a normal rental property, you're having to put back money, so whenever repairs happen, you have to be the one to pay for those repairs, right? This is nothing like that. You aren't having to put any money back for repairs. So that was just something interesting I ran across the other day that I thought was an amazing topic, and I thought I'd share that with you guys. How it's just about controlling that asset, not necessarily buying it. I buy my properties as well, but I'm gonna take a deeper dive into subleasing. I will let you guys know how that works out. I'll probably be doing a little bit more into that this week. And then probably the next video or the next one, I'll be letting you guys know how that works out. But that's it for this video, guys. If you liked it, please just drop that like on the very bottom. Give it a nice little thumbs up. Really does help out the channel. But until next time, guys, I'll check you guys later. See ya.